Measure W has to do with transportation. This is a proposed ordinance of the San Mateo County Transit District, and we all know what it's like out there now. You know, the roads are crowded, they're in poor shape, they don't have the capacity for all the vehicles on the road as it is now. So this is what Measure W proposes to do to change that, or to alleviate it. It would impose a half-cent sales tax on all retail transactions for 30 years, from July 1st, 2019 to June 30th, 2049. It does require the approval by 2/3 of the voters. Proceeds must be invested in 5 county transportation categories, as specified in something called a congestion relief plan. And we'll go over the categories next. And then it restricts what and how funds may be used, and it would establish an independent oversight committee and annual audits by an independent auditor. So here's the way it breaks down. 22.5% would go to highway projects, including 101 and 280 interchanges. 25.5% would be used to improve major arteries and local roads. 5% would go for bicycle and pedestrian projects. 10% for infrastructure and services to improve transit connectivity between San Mateo County and the greater Bay Area. 50% would actually be used for public transit services in the county. Samtrans buses, paratransit, Caltrain. So the fiscal impact would add a half-cent sales tax to retail sales that would not apply to groceries or drugs, medicine. The current sales tax rate is right now 6% state. San Mateo County currently has a 1/4 cent sales tax. Some localities impose sales taxes as well, and that could be anywhere from 2.5% to 3%. So when you add a new tax on there, the new total sales tax, and this would be in cities where there are no sales taxes, other than the one county and state, would be anywhere from 6.75% to 9.75%. And it's expected to raise $80 million a year. So
where would it be only 6.75%?
If you lived in a city where there was no sales tax.
In San Mateo County?
No, yes, in the county, right. So you get taxed all the time. I'm not even sure if there's a sales tax in Menlo Park. Obviously, when you get a bill, when you buy something, there's a 6% sales tax, which goes to the state. And if you buy something in Menlo Park, if you go to Trader Joe's in Menlo Park, there's also a 1/4 cent sales tax, unless it's not on food, but on other things that are not non-edibles, then that you would be paying 6.25%. If you pass this, you're going to go up to 6.75%. Now, if Menlo Park has a sales tax as well, then that would add.
But the county, there's a state and a county.
Yes.
Isn't it something like 8.5% or 9% in Menlo Park, but there's no city tax?
Yeah, this is what was in the sample ballot that you should by now have all received. So, because I think I agree with you. I think that's right. Maybe Menlo Park has a tax already.
I don't think the city does, but the county does.
Well, it says here they have a half-cent sales tax.
Whatever tax you pay, it's going to be a half-cent more if this passes.
That's right. That's right.
Across the board.
So I have a question. I've heard now 2 of you say half a cent, but you're talking about a 0.5%.
Yes,
There's a difference.
I'm sorry. Thank you very much for correcting me. You're absolutely right. It's a 0.5%, not
And your
half cent.
handout also says 0.5 cent.
Ooh, okay. We'll have to get that fixed. thank you.
Menlo Park right now is 8.75.
That's
Okay.
total.
Total, yes,
So
okay.
that, so it'll go up.
It'll go up to 9.25%.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you guys are following this carefully.
I knew it was higher.
Different, yes.
Is there a discussion of why we need both?
I think the people, there's the transit authority, San Mateo County Transit Authority, apparently spent a lot of time putting all this together, and I think they feel, and I'm not speaking for them, I'm not proposing, I'm not an opponent or proposing it or opposing it, but I think they feel that we have been neglecting our infrastructure for so long that they feel that there's a lot that needs to be fixed. Yes.
I'm guessing this might be similar to what Santa Clara County did to get BART to San Jose. If they had this big ticket item in mind that wasn't covered by normal funding.
Could be. Yes.
The San Mateo County defeated the sales tax increase that could have allowed BART
That's right.
to come there.
That's right. That was many years ago.
So it sounds like when we were listening to what it benefits, that considering BART, that's still not an option to share.
I don't think so. I don't think that's part of this. I'd have to look in here. What it does break down, sorry, that's something else. Yeah, it does break down public transportation systems, there's the county bus network. So there are things for the buses, for Caltrain, yeah, but not BART.
So just to, I want to make sure I understand. So if we vote for Prop 6, that means no money for projects, right? So if we vote for Prop 6 and against San Mateo County Measure W,
Yes.
no, we have the same transit problems.
Yes.
We have nothing happening.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay.
Yes. Any projects that were underway now, that are funded by that increase in fuel tax and registration fees, those projects would probably stop if Prop 6 passes. Because there would be the funding would dry up.
So we can just continue to complain.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you all so much for your attention. It was a long session. There's a lot to learn. Some of it's very confusing, and I really appreciate your being here to hear about it.
Thank you.